Shalom. I want to stop by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Waharuka Kudash, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us scriptures, among other things, and salutation to all your Akim across the earth doing this work in sincerity and in truth. Shalom. So, like a couple of days ago, I did a video about natural healing, and I was triggered, because I was talking with the brothers concerning that I went to the island of Curacao, where my parents are from, and so I went there. I had a picture of an old house of I had a picture of my grandmother's house, when my mother was born and raised, and on the picture you saw a neem tree, and so the neem got many beneficials, and if you can watch my video, uh, that video that called Natural Healing. You can watch it, and there I explain a lot of things, about a lot of herbs and fruits and stuff like that, also about the neem. And the thing is, and I was that day, I believe that same day or maybe the day after, I was talking with my auntie on Curacao, and there's a time difference here from Holland to Curacao is a time difference of 5 hours. In Curacao, it's 5 hours earlier. So I how you say that? So I was talking to my auntie, and I told her about the neem, and she knew about it, and she said, yeah, she also has it. She said she also used it. She used the neem leaves, and she I said that let it soak in water, and then she put boiling water on it, and then she uh, mop the house, clean the house with it, and she said because it keeps the insects out, so the neem got many benefits, it's good for your health, for your skin, and got a lot of benefits. But on the other side, she told me it was also decaying the houses, making the houses, it does a lot of things, and I'm going to read in the article, in a bit, show you that. But this goes back, I was listening to the story, and like, yeah, man, this is exactly what's going on. Because if you go to the book of Genesis, and you had the part when Adam and Eve, they went after that serpent, who's the so-called white man, that spirit of Esau right there, and that it's really talking about the philosophies, that fruit is really talking about the philosophy, the tree, because when the Mosai created the Adamites, we all they only used to know what is right. We didn't know about wrong, because but Adam, he went after his wife Eve and didn't hearken to the voice of the Mosai Yahweh, and went after her, and then the Mosai got angry with him, punished them, and removed them from the Garden of Eden. And like I said, before that, everything was perfect. There were no thorns, there were no poisonous plants and all that. So by doing that, they created, of course, it's Yahweh Ratazah, but they made it that it is the way nowadays, that you have to deal with poisonous plants. You got to look out, because the neem, it got a lot of things, and I'm going to read it in a minute, but let me jump to the book of Genesis first. So this is what happened after, the Mosai got angry with them and removed them from the Garden of Eden, so this is what happened. So this is the book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 17. And to Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree. So, he went after those philosophies of those other nations that were there. And to Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I have commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Because you got to remember, you got to realize, we didn't knew Adam didn't knew what wrong. He only knew about the about everything that was good. Didn't knew of evil. That's when evil came into, basically started. And to Adam And to Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Don't follow these philosophies. Cursed is the ground for thy sake, in sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the day of thy life. Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread till thou return unto the ground, for out of it wast thou taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. So they already see it, talking about um, thorns and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. So it wasn't perfect. It wouldn't be perfect anymore, like it was. So and now I'm gonna jump into the article, and this is from last year. So-called the falsely New Year just happened. So the core of the neem problem. May 13, 2023. The neem tree is an invasive species that was introduced to the Caribbean in the early 1900s. Originally, this tree was brought over from India for its medicinal insects repellent and ornamental properties. Locals quickly realized that introducing this once popular tree had a long list of environmental and economic consequences. The neem tree is part of the mahonga family and is often popular in gardens. It is easy to grow and quickly produces a beautiful shady canopy. This evergreen tree can grow to a height of 20 meters and has a beautiful fragrant white flower, which is collected together with the fruits to make neem oil. In India, it's common to collect and dry the leaves for use as a natural insect repellent. So, like I said, my mother of my auntie, she used it to mops the floor with it, and then the mosquitoes, the insects, they don't really want to enter into the house. And I witnessed the difference there. When I went to Curacao, I was at my father's place. There were far more insects inside in comparison to my auntie's place. Hmm. So let me see. It has a beautiful fragrant white flower which is collected together with the fruits to make neem oil. In India, it's common to collect and dry the leaves for use as a natural insect repellent. The neem tree was introduced to Curacao 20 to 30 years ago and then to Aruba and Bonaire. Since it has become widespread on all three islands in this relative short time frame, it is easy to see how quickly this tree can become a problem. Effects. One of the most significant impacts of the invasive neem tree in the Caribbean is its ability to displace native species. The tree grows quickly and its roots secrete chemicals that inhibit the growth of other plants nearby. Neem tree also create dense, shady canopies that prevent other plants from receiving the sunlight they need to thrive. In addition, the tree's deep roots change soil composting by drawing nutrients and water from the soil, leaving less available for other plants. This can lead to soil erosion and other environmental problems, especially in areas where the soil is already nutrient poor. And on Curacao, they have very dry ground. Invasive neem trees also affect local wildlife. Their dense canopies can serve as a habitat for some species, but they can also make it difficult for animals to move freely through their native habitat. For example, birds that rely on open space for hunting or nesting may have difficulty finding suitable areas if neem trees are present. Finally, invasive neem trees can also have economic consequences for the Dutch Caribbean islands. The trees can make things difficulties for farmers because they can outgrow or eclipse food crops. In addition, the water-seeking roots of the neem tree can quickly damage roads, sidewalks, and buildings foundations with significant economic consequences for the islands. Implications. There you see a leaf of it. Overall, the impact of the invasive neem trees on the Dutch Caribbean islands is significant and multifaceted. Although neem trees have many beneficial properties, their invasive nature means they can have negative effects on local ecosystems and economics. As a result, projects for the management and control of invasive neem trees are becoming increasingly important in the region. Efforts are currently on the way to control the tree spread and restore damaged ecosystems. However, tackling the problem will require a joint effort between policymakers, scientists, and local communities. Only in this way can some sustainable solutions be found that balance economic, social, and ecological problems. So yeah, so there you have it. So on one side, and if you watch my video about natural, I said the natural medicine, then you see, I go into the benefits thereof, and yeah. So like I said, it got a lot of benefits. It's good for your skin and all that. Help with a lot of stuff. But on the other side, it's messing things up. So like my aunt said, when it grows near to your house, it can break your house down. That's what a tree can do, and you got to realize that trees can grow. What did I say? Up to 20 meters. So that's also very high, man. And even here in Holland, you also see it with the trees, with the regular trees that they have here, that when they have a road there and the root of the tree it goes under the road, then it will move the road. These trees are strong, man. But that also shows you the power of the Most High, the power of Yahweh Basham Yahushai. That a tree, the root of a tree, it goes through concrete. Yeah, man. So yeah, I just wanted to do a short video, on this because it really got my attention. It's like, yeah, hey. So on one side I was like, hey, this is dope, man. The tree is growing everywhere. But my aunt also said, she also had it in the yard, and she said, yeah, it's a pest. And then I went looking on the internet, and then I came upon this article. So yeah, so I'm gonna leave it like that. So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Waharu with Dash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching scriptures, among other things, and salutations to all your Akim across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and truth. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom.